oops, I'm sorry. I forgot I flipped the camera around. We're going to go over to the photog room. So this is actually a door that we can come in. All of our building is all secure. So we can come in this building. The whole like design of it was that the reporters, photographers would come in this door, come into this room, which we call the photog room, the photographer room, and drop off their footage and then go to their editing. And also just a fun fact that I'm sure you guys are seeing all these TVs everywhere in our newsroom. And so we watch our competition, which is the CBS station in our community. And you might be asking yourself, well, why would you do that? Well, it's just kind of like sports. You watch other teams' game film and you see what they're doing, maybe trying to do it better. Or the worst part, which doesn't happen often, thankfully, is if they're on a breaking news story and you're not on it, you need to be on it. So we have TVs all in the newsroom. You saw in Jim's office as well. Our general manager is able to keep an eye on things. So, and then this is the photog room, just to make sure that they kind of know if the show is live. Okay, well, I need to be, because everything is very quick in news. So if they're watching the TV and they're in the 5 p.m. and they're on at 5:30, they got to get going to be on TV. So I'll kind of show you what cameras we use. So these right here, so this is one of the cameras. This is what the MMJs use, the multimedia journalists who go out on their own and shoot everything on their own and everything, which all reporters, you need to know how to be able to shoot on your own. It's just the wave of the future, and that's kind of how it is now. And then this is one of our larger cameras. This is so just so you can see kind of the size difference on them. And this one is super small. So this one here, the larger one, the photographers use, the sports people use. It's easier to use in sports because you can keep the camera more steady because they're shooting handheld rather than using a tripod most of the time, because you're following the action and it's just easier to use. So they can shoulder something like that, where this, you can't necessarily put it on your shoulder. Another aspect to this is Miranda was mentioning our reporter going live. Every I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to say every reporter has a backpack, but they don't all have a backpack. That's what I was going to say. Every reporter has the capability to go live right through their phone. But most of the time, what they'll use is a backpack, and we call them backpacks. They're TV views, live views. So I'll just turn this one on here so you can kind of see, but literally it's the push of a button, and I might have grabbed a dead battery. So it might not turn on for you guys, sorry. But usually on this screen here, it'll turn on, and then you can see what's on your camera, and then you just literally plug this little thing into this. Let me see. That part right there, and then you're ready to go live. So we don't have the big live trucks that you might see around Sacramento. This is how we go live. And then, like I mentioned, we can also go live from our cell phones through an app. So any reporter, if they don't have a backpack, because I believe we have 3 of these. So if they don't have a backpack available, then they just have their phone, and that's what they use to go live. So yeah, is there anything else that you guys wanted to see or more of? Go ahead.
With the live transmission, is there any limitation on the length, like the distance that you are away from the station that these things can do? Or?
No, that's a good question. So this all runs off of a cell phone signal. So as long as you have a cell phone signal, you're able to run it. The only issue with that is that because of some of our viewing area, some of it is rural, and that can be tough depending on where you're at. But usually we've been okay with it. We'll find at least a little bit of signal, and there's certain things that the producers can do back in the control room to bump up delay, what they call bumping up a delay, to make sure that the live shot comes through. So